going to be taking you into my backyard so that you can see my garden. I live on the East Coast in Zone 7A, if you follow gardening at all. And it is currently the middle of June. So, over here, I'll give you first a little overview. This is the whole box. That is just a little playhouse for my daughter. But this right here, these are tomato plants. So nothing that I have growing here yet has any food or fruit or vegetables on it, but that is okay. Like I said, it's the middle of June. It's the middle of June, middle of June, middle of June. Middle of June, so things are still gonna grow. So these right here. These are all tomato plants. You can see here I have 1, 2, 3, 4 of these tomato cages. There's actually 5. The 5th one is this metal one that you is the oddball one here. In here, we have just some little flowers that are just starting to sprout. Those are not vegetable plants, like I said, just flowers. Now moving on. Over here, these are red bell peppers. And so we have 2 rows of them. Here's one row, and here's the other row. Say 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And to the other side, we can do the same thing. Here we have sweet peppers. So these are smaller sweet peppers that you might see coming in our grocery store. They're usually in a bag, and they're 3 different colors, usually orange, yellow, and red. And so again, 2 rows, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, and 3 in each. 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 4, 5, 6. 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So again, if we move on, here to right here, to right here, to right here, we have jalapenos. So again, 2 rows, 1 here. These ones are a little closer together than the other ones, but that's okay. And there's 3 plants in each one. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And so some of these are getting pretty tall, which is nice. Again, no actual peppers or fruits yet. That's okay. We move on to this trellis here. Trellis. Here we have cucumber plants growing. Cucumber plants. So I have them growing on this side, as well as on the other side, And so you can see cucumbers, you can either grow up a trellis like I'm trying to do here, or if I had more space, if I, for example, wasn't growing these pepper plants here, I could just let the cucumber plants sprawl, and they would kind of sprawl over the whole garden. They'd sprawl over the garden. They would sprawl over the garden. But I wanted to use my space that I had and really try to get the most out of it. So we're trying to plant these so that they grow up. And to do that, in the beginning we kind of tied them up. Now that they're a little bigger, this one is doing great. You can see these little tendrils. I just tried to guide them over a little bit so that they grab on. And then as you can see here, after a while they will naturally, I didn't twist that around or anything, they naturally kind of just grab on. And you can see, sorry, like right here, that they really just grab on and twist. The leaves get really, really big. Kind of like a grape leaf, if you've ever seen grapevines. So it's a similar kind of thing, I guess, you know, this kind of viney plant. So you can see even down here, all these little tendrils that are going to the trellis to hold it up, hold it up. So there's one plant in the middle on the other side I looked at this morning that I need to tie up. This one, for example, I might try to help him a little bit. You could see it was already, like, you can see this curly Q here. Curly Q, curly Q, curly Q. And so sometimes I like to, it's hard to do with only one hand right now. But I just, you know, like to try to guide it around. Help it lash on, find a place to put that energy. So that might not stay, I didn't do a great job, but that's okay. Over here, moving on, over here. This doesn't look like anything yet, does it? This doesn't look like anything yet. However, last week we planted corn. So hopefully there'll be corn stalks growing up. The corn stalks will grow up, we planted them kind of late, but we've never grown corn before, and we just thought we would try it. We planted them a week ago. I'm gonna try to bring in close because we planted them, like I said, a week ago, but we're starting to get sprouts. So let's see if I can get it to focus. You see over there, that is one sprout right there. That one is another one. That one is another one. On this side where I am now, this is those are like grass clippings and stuff. I don't actually see any coming up, although we did plant them on this side as well. I don't want to pull that because I'm not sure, but that kind of just looks like a weed to me. But I'm gonna leave it for now because I'm not sure. Back to the cucumbers though, like this one is thriving. It's grabbed on, and it's grabbed on here, and it's so tall. You can see all of the flowers on it. Same thing with this one, all these flowers down here. And the leaves are still a little wet from the sprinklers that went off this morning. You can see this one here starting. This is one where I kind of tried to help it out, but it seems like I might have hurt it a little bit, because if you could see that little bend, it's much weaker after that. So this is one where it's not actually tied up, it was just kind of growing straight, so I left it, but I'm thinking that I should have tied it up because it's kind of leaning the wrong way. And now the tendrils are coming out this way instead of back the other way. So I might just tie it up, like tie one of the leaves, for example, so that it stays. When we made this garden, I first started by planting all of the seeds. These all came from seeds. I planted them in little starter pots, and then transported them outside. I bought this trellis just at Home Depot or Lowe's, I can't remember, and then I got some twine and I twisted it around. And truthfully, I did that because I read that cucumbers and vining plants would rather hold on to something like wood or twine than something metal, and this trellis was metal, so I wrapped it around, but I twisted it. But as you can see, the tendrils, have grabbed on to, they've mostly grabbed onto the twine, but I'm trying to find one now. But there are spots where it grabbed onto the metal without the twine. So I'm not sure if that made any difference, to be honest, but that's okay. Like I said, these are little flowers. These are little flowers. And before we head out, I do just want to bring you a little bit closer to the corn stalks that are growing. For example, you can see this one coming up really nicely right here. So I've never grown corn before. I don't really know how it's gonna go. Here's another one. That, I don't know if that's corn or a weed. I only put one kernel, one seed in each spot, so I'm not sure why there would be two like that. Honestly, I'm not sure. Like I said, it's my first time, so we'll see how it goes. I think even if we don't get any corn to eat this year, because you know, like I said, we did plant them really late. I think even if we don't get any corn, it would be cool to cut the stalks down in the fall and have some fall corn stalk decorations. But anyway, one last little overlook at my garden. Hopefully when we come back at the end of the summer, all in the back there, you'll see lots and lots of corn stalks. So we'll see. But thank you so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed my little outside garden tour. Bye.